The first leg was exciting. Powered by Glennon Spring Water, the second leg of the GFA Club Championship continues this weekend on Saturday, August 22nd, featuring the heavy hitters, Hard Rock versus Hurricanes. And on Sunday, the 23rd, we head back to the stadium for the Young Gunners, SAB SC versus Fontenoy United in the second leg of the semi-final, August 23rd. Streaming live via GBN Network and live on the GFA's Facebook page. Game time 4 p.m. Call up a friend. Host the watch party. Who will be the champions of the Club Championship? Tune in. You can't afford to miss this. Grenada's biggest clubs will be bringing the heat. Powered by Glenelg Spring Water, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Brighton and Miners Limited, Republic Bank, Flow Grenada, and Carib.
Coughs and sneezes spread diseases, so cover coughs and sneezes, please. Not with a rag or bandana. They trap germs. When you use the rag again, you put germs on your hands and everything else you touch. When you cough or sneeze, cover your mouth and nose with tissue. Throw the tissue in a bin and wash your hands afterwards. If you don't have a tissue, cough into your sleeve or elbow. Alcohol-based hand sanitizers are also effective in cleaning hands.
Why make me excited? I think you should try it, cause I know you will like it, like it.
Give me rude boy, if you give it to me, baby. Give it to me now, love the way how it tastes it. This I cannot drink, no other one could replace it. Tell the bartender, me bottle them empty. Give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
just drink it. 2 more rounds, can't wait for me, refill now. Give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
drink responsibly.
Rude boy, make me.
A new image, a revolutionary mission. The Grenada Football Association will be transformed to take this country's football to another level. Following our recent FIFA strategic planning meeting, the GFA has charted a course aimed at returning Grenada to a place of prominence in world football. And just how are we going to do that? We need the help of all our stakeholders.
My name's Jeff Wilson and I have been involved with the Grenada Football Association on the establishment and creation of their new strategic plan. Just like to wish you all the best and for the years ahead as you roll out the plan.
Here's our new vision. A country where youth and club development are flourishing, which is feeding into our elite structures, supported by a professional organization in order to qualify for a World Cup final by 2026. And our new mission, to organize, develop and promote football in Grenada, Carriacou and Haiti Martinique through strong leadership and membership. Our exciting new vision is built on 5 pillars: football development, club development, national teams, governance and finances, facilities. First, football development, placing a strong focus on the development of football across Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. Club development, develop and strengthen our member clubs. National teams, achieve success with our national teams. Governance and finance, improve the governance, administration, and finance within the GFA. Facilities, develop the football facilities across Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. The future of football in Grenada is exciting. Football is life, and as our mission states, to organize, develop, and promote football in Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique through strong leadership and membership. Teamwork can make the dream work.
Envision more and get what you want with a Make It Happen loan from Republic Bank. Laptops for back to school? We make it happen. Home improvements? More space for virtual classes? That can definitely happen. What about a new car or a staycation? Explore paradise at home. Let us make it happen too. It's easy, quick, and affordable. Apply today for a chance to win US $1,000. Let Republic Bank make it happen for you. Call us today for an appointment at any of our locations island-wide or visit republicgrenada.com. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
FIFA has come a long way since 2016, when the reformed statutes were approved and Gianni Infantino was elected president. Over the last 4 years, FIFA has become a solid institution working for the benefit of football. This stability allows us to plan for the future. It is the foundation of President Infantino's vision for the period until 2023, to make football truly global. Football is powerful and popular around the whole planet. It doesn't make sense that it should be played at its highest level only in a few places. Our key mission is to truly globalise, popularise and democratise football for the benefit of the entire world. The President's vision is to make football truly global by focusing on 11 goals, each supported by a variety of specific initiatives. For example, as part of a more modern regulatory framework, the international match calendar should be reviewed. FIFA's competitions can be truly globalised with the adoption of more inclusive formats and the creation of more opportunities for member associations to host a tournament. The growth of women's football should be accelerated by the evolution of its dedicated commercial programme. FIFA should continue to harness technology, including new technologies in football. And to continue to impact society, FIFA should keep partnering with international organisations to use football as a tool for education. The Vision 2020-2023 is a plan to modernise the football world and make it more inclusive. To pave the way to a landscape in which one day we will have at least 50 national teams and 50 clubs from all continents at a top competitive level. A vision to make football truly global.
We ask everyone to stand for the playing of the national anthem. The teams will now come forward and line up for the photos as we go through the starting lineup. No shake hands, just step forward for your photos. Starting lineup for Saab Sports Club. Vaughn Joseph, number 31. In goal. Number 18, Terry Simon.
A pleasant afternoon once again, and this is just a signal to let you know that the Grenada Football Association is at the Kirani James International Athletic and Football Stadium, and we are here looking at the second leg semi-final between Fontenoy United and Saab Spartans. And we're talking about the semi-final of the GFA Club Championship. This is the stage where it is at the moment, and we already had one game yesterday. That game was between Hurricanes and Hard Rock. Hurricanes through to the final. So this is a defining moment for the teams here, and we would be looking for another finalist on this encounter. Nice field, nice outfield, and we are ready to go. We have Saab Spartans versus Fontenoy United. Fontenoy United in the maroon strip, maroon and white strip, all maroon, white numbers, and Saab Spartans in the blue and white strip and white numbers. So the last time around, Saab Spartans were defeated by Fontenoy 4-3, and that was the first leg which was played here last weekend, and this is going to be the second leg, and there's Fontenoy in that more or less maroon or heavy brown outfit, and we will be ready to go. Let's see where the tap-off is. Just to give you a rundown of the players for Fontenoy United, we have Tavon Toussaint in goal, Henson Coffey, Kendall Charles, Clinton Jones, Rion Patrice, Al Romain, Chris Miller, number 5, Terrell Joseph, Ronaldo Joseph, Ruel Andrew, Jordan Paul. And the coach here is Seymour Redhead. He was a one-time player. Saab Spartans, Vaughn Joseph in goal, Kerry Simon, he's the captain, number 18, Jamel Richards, Kelvin Pope, Jaziel Antwine, Andy Joseph, Joel Greenidge, Rondell Mark, Karen Williams, Darren Mudu, and Kimani Williams. And the anticipation is there for an exciting game. Apparently it's going to be Fontenoy United tap-off. And just to say pleasant afternoon to my co-commentator and Chester Bandy David.
Good afternoon to you, Selwyn, and it's really a joy to be here this evening to witness again the second encounter here between Fontenoy United and Saab Spartans. And I tell you what, Saab only have themselves to blame in the first leg because they were in the first half leading 2-0, and they came back and lost that game 4-3. We are wait this evening to see what in terms of they're looking forward to give a better showing here this evening. I like what I see from Saab despite the loss of the game here, but Fontenoy is a team you can really rule out in that game here this afternoon. So we expect a very exciting game here this evening because Hurricane will be looking to see who they're going to be playing in the final here this afternoon.
Well, let's see exactly what is going to take place within the next 90 minutes. We have Henson Coffey. He is the skipper. He's on the ball. And any minute now we will see the tap off. Very well cut outfield.
Very feel for football. So when just looking at it, don't even know if you have a bit of water in it, so that the ball might be able to be a little bit faster, the players. So we are waiting to see how the control and the passes here going to be here this afternoon. But Fontenoy experienced team over the past years. You expect them to really give a good showing here. You must say good evening to all the viewers out there in Fontenoy. You know, Sab Spartans is from St. Andrews, and you know there are a lot of people out there in St. Andrews, you know, viewing that game here this evening. So we expect both teams to knowing how important that game is. And Fontenoy, you know, they win the first game, so they have an advantage here, Selwyn. So we expect them to be on top here this evening in terms of the morale boost.
And that was a 4-3 scoreline, a 1-goal advantage, and they would have to, Fontenoy United would have to hold on to that lead if they had to go through. And we're not too sure what strategy Sab Spartans will be coming with this afternoon. And they got to be the aggressor if they really want to get through to the final.
Well, I think Sab have to score, I think, 2 clear goals to really win this evening. If they win 1 goal, I think they will go to penalty kicks. You know, so they have to be able to. They have to give a good showing here this evening, Sab Spartans.
Looking at the Fontenoy team, you see any of the danger players here that you have to look out for?
Kendall Charles, number 10, and number 5, Chris Miller. That was very, good in the game, the last game here, and we expect a good showing by that 2 players as well. So you can look forward to them this evening.
And this is Charles on the ball for Fontenoy, has possession, and the ball ricocheting there off the referee. So it's going to be a bump ball. Charles is there, and Rondell Mark is told to stand off. Charles number 10 for Fontenoy. And this is Miller, Chris Miller. Charles gets it, looking for that square ball. And this is Pope getting the better of it, getting it away. Interception comes here for Fontenoy, winning away possession just outside the 18-yard box. A very good intention, and decided to take a shot at the same time. This is Joseph now, and a cross ball for Sab. This is Mudu, Darren Mudu, lobbing ball, changing the play, and this is Fontenoy winning away possession. The ball goes there now with, that seems to be Simon.
I tell you what, Selwyn, what worked well for Sab Spartans the first game is that they were very fit, and they in terms of very in the size, you know, they're very muscular in size than the Fontenoy team, and we expect they might be able to use the advantage here this afternoon.
Long searching ball into goalkeeper Joseph. This is Mudu. Mudu looking for the dribble. Infringement.
Could be a kick for them there, and I think he could create a great problem here this evening, Selwyn, for Fontenoy. He and number 10, which is Randall Mark, and if they really the runs and the of the ball, they do that well here this evening, they could create some problem in the back for Fontenoy United here this evening.
Mudu is also very powerful kicker of the ball, especially the dead ball situation.
Left footer, right footer.
Exactly what I said. You have to look out for him. He's a very good kicker of the ball.
Well, Selwyn, they know exactly that. That's a dream start here this evening for Sab Spartans here, and you know how important the game is for him here. Excellent free kick here by Darren Mudu, and you know you were speaking about him just a few minutes ago, Selwyn, and that speaks well for for Mudu. I think he, good composure, Selwyn, and he knows exactly where the keeper was here this evening.
Very good kicker of the ball. Most of the times in training, this is what he likes to do.
I love that. You know,
Yeah.
just on the replay here, so when that was really, really a good shot by Mudo.
And that was a placement. This is Williams with the ball for Sab to Pope. The right back. It's cleared away there by Sab. And header into goalkeeper Toussaint.
One of the problems, Selwyn, I saw in the first game with Fontenoy, the defense looked a little bit very scrappy in terms of, and even in terms of size. And if you look at the strikers for Saab, they are much more a running team. So they had to be very careful at the back here with that team here this evening. But you can't without Fontenoy at the moment.
Pope making the clearance. Number 4, Kelvin Pope for Sam, the right back. Throw to be taken by Coffee. This is Charles, all along the ground, harmless. Joseph comes away with it in that yellow strip, pretty bright strip. It is not the kind of color you would expect goalkeepers to have.
That's a true story. You know, I think, you know, he look at that to me as strikers, you're going to be a target.
Yes,
you know,
exactly
in terms
so.
of a shooting. Compared to the game last evening, so you know, between Hurricane and Hard you see a lot more ball on the carpet. Here this evening, you see a lot more ball lobbing more in the air. You know, both teams looking the second down here, despite Saab leading 1-0 here this evening.
That was a nice ball by Coffee, and trying to get his man on the right flank running. The goalkeeper did very well in that bedroom fashion to get down on the ball. Infringement there by that seems to be
Greenwich.
Joel Greenwich.
Yes. When you look at Saab here this evening, so when they're a team that tends to be very, in terms of the tackles and the aggression.
Very physical.
Yes,
very physical.
you look at them that way, you know, so, you know, to get around them here this evening. But number 10 for Saab, the last game, Randall Mark, he had a very good game. He's still, you know, he's in his shell, but, you know, he's a player that you can look forward here this evening for Saab Spartans.
Nice chip ball. It's headed away there by Greenwich. Goes back to, that seems to be Joseph. Ball goes into touch. Paul, long throw. Headed by Greenwich, headed away. Greenwich for Saab Spartans. Deep searching ball. Pope gets the better of it, but Charles for Fontenoy here. He's all alone. He plays it backward, loses possession. And there's a tussle for the ball. And that seems to be number 23 for Saab. In the attack, Williams with it on the left side. Still has it under his control. And it's tucked away there for a corner. The Fontenoy defense coming around, the man putting that ball over the line. Clinton Jones for Fontenoy.
Good run there by number 17, Selwyn, for Saab, you know, that's Williams. Yeah. I think he looked to me a good player that you can look forward here this evening in terms of you run here, you know, able to just on the blind line, you know.
First corner taken, lobbing one. It's headed away there by Charles. And it's cleared out of the danger zone. Coffee gets it for Fontenoy. Chip this ball on the left flank. Finding Charles. One man around him. Nice carpet ball square. And it's intercepted there. This is Simon getting the ball now to Mudu. Mudu square to Greenwich. Greenwich looking to place man forward. That's Williams for Saab Spartans. And good coming around here. And harmless ball going into goalkeeper Toussaint.
Something I would like to spot here this evening, Selwyn. You know, you look at the both teams here. You know, how well they can utilize the energy here this evening effectively determines the game here this evening. Because you know you have to be able to have control that energy in terms of how you go forward and also in your defense. And SAP had to be very careful with that here because this field is an international field.
Exactly so. And it is not a field to play with.
No,
and
you know, most of the players play at most smaller fields, and they,
yes.
you know, so you're looking at here this evening, they have to be very careful in terms of how they pace themselves in that game.
And how you actually spread out the play. You know, sometimes you find the cluster just into the middle of the field or around the ball, anywhere the ball is. But if you spread out the play, put the men in positions exactly where they ought to be and open up the field of play.
You see how he came out doing that yesterday.
Yes.
You know,
but they are accustomed playing
yes,
here. Right? It is not, the ground is no strange territory to Hurricane. And they have the experience to play this kind of game with this field.
So I think you know you're looking at young players from South Spartans and also Fontenoy looked to me a young team. You know, some of the players there, you know, most of the players we, you know, first time seeing them in the football arena, and we expect them to really, you know, grow from there.
Second corner of the game. This is Darren Mudu, number 9, to take it for South Spartan, low, and the appeal there for a handled ball. The referee says play on. This is Pope winning away possession for Sab, getting into the attacking territory. Backward pass to goalkeeper Joseph. Charles for Fontenoy. Good right footer, square ball. Problem here for Sab Spartans, and the goalkeeper was well positioned.
I think number 10, Kendall Charles for Fontenoy, Selwyn, he creating some problem on the left hand side there for Sab. They had to be very careful with him because most of the ball you look to surround around him.
Joseph, square ball intercepted. Williams, Sab Spartans. Bad pass. This is Charles getting it for Fontenoy. Pope getting the ball into touch for a throw. Throw to Fontenoy. Miller is going to take it. Miller makes a nice cross. Spartans getting the ball out of the danger zone. Joseph gets it back for Fontenoy to, and that seems to be Ronaldo Joseph this time. Chris Miller. High lobbing ball. Charles looking to have a shot. Very good intention.
Good intention there from him. I think he's one of the players that we can look forward here from Fontenoy to create some problem this evening, as well as Coffee. Yeah, Coffee is a, you know, he's a player. Don't give no chance here.
Pope a delay. Problems here for Sab Spartans.
Good shot by number 5. That's Miller.
They're coming from a defensive blunder.
I happen to see Miller Selwyn, and he looked to me a good player. You know, he looked a little bit nippy. Play more in the midfield, you know, and I think you know, see like what Chad Mack did yesterday. If he can do that here this evening, he can create some problems for the defense for Saab.
I had a problem with Chad yesterday. Chad played too much of a defensive role for the greater part of the game, and probably if you noticed, he started to give the strikers that support late into the game, and that what paid off
in the end.
Yes, but he should have been up front most of the time. Also, I noticed Greenwich for Spartans playing that defensive midfield role.
We could more advance.
Yes.
You know, this is one of the players you can look forward here in
Coffee?
Yes, very dangerous player and very skillful and very quick.
He loses out possession though to Simon. Oh, what a miss. What a miss. Not good ball. That was Clinton Jones trying to make that clearance to put the ball into touch. The ball going over the goal line. It's going to be a corner. That's the third corner of the match.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, when you're under pressure, and so when teams are getting corners on you, that tells the pressure that you're under. You know, and it tells the team that the score speaks for itself. 1-0. Saab leading here this evening. They know how important it is. So I think and the defense, as I said earlier on, the first leg, Fontenoy wasn't looking good. I hope that they could get right here this evening.
Antoine, lobbing ball. The whistle goes, infringement there just outside the 6-yard box. Charles is playing somewhat of a utility role this time. Rondell Mark, backward pass, looking to send Mark again.
He's a player very good on the counter attack.
And this is Darren Mudu. He's looking to have a shot.
Selwyn, excellent defending there by the defender for Fontenoy United. I think that if Mudu get that shot, that would have created some problem for Toussaint. And good defending there on the part of Fontenoy.
One of the things you have to look out for Mudu, he's a runner. As a matter of fact, he's a very good athlete. I remember the first time when the Intercol Championships had the hurdles. He tried the hurdles and he won. Yeah.
So you're a very good athlete.
Yes, very good athlete. Very good cricketer also.
But as you speak about that, the sub is very good on the counter attack.
Fontenoy here in possession, and that chip ball cleared away. Going to be a throw to Fontenoy. Fontenoy coming forward now, showing a little more purpose.
And this is good for them, and Sab had to be very careful here because, they lost the first game here and they know how important that game is.
Similar fashion.
Yes, and they had to be very careful with that because Fontenoy is a team, they don't give up. You have Coffee, you have Charles as well. Charles, they're going to create a lot of problems in the back for Sab here this
Long
evening.
throw. Headed away from the danger zone. Rondell Mark getting it on the dribble. Sending Mudu. What a good ball. The goalkeeper comes off his line. Makes a very good tackle. Coffee. Fontenoy in possession. 2 men around him. Nice ball forward. Taken there by Pope for Sab. Sab in possession. Beats his man on the flank. Looking for that change of ball on the left side. And this is Mudu moving from right to left this time. Gets it. Looking to beat his man. And doesn't get through.
It's a lovely ball there, diagonal ball traveling from Pope to Mudu.
Ball goes into touch for a throw to Spartans.
Solomon, I like what I'm seeing from Pope. In terms of he playing on the right back, but he also, overlapping.
Yeah, he giving you that surprise run.
Yes, and Fontenoy had to be very careful with that with him.
Long clearance from the defense of Fontenoy. Nice chip ball, very good skill indeed. Hoping to find Coffee. 2 men around Coffee, can't get through. This is Williams. Infringement. Yes, been seeing some very good officiating over the period.
Yeah, for the past 2 games, Selwyn, the standard look very good, and I think, this speaks well for football in Grenada. Over the past years, during my time and even in the later part, the refereeing was a big concern in Grenada, and we always feel that I wish the GFA could have mutual referees from other countries. To be honest with you.
Well, lately they have had a lot of courses, and I think we have one of the best Caribbean referees assessor in Grenada.
Okay. And that speaks well for the FA. I think kudos to them in terms of giving the referees the opportunity to develop themselves, and we expect them to do well in terms of the games and them.
Fontenoy in possession this time. Player there caught for holding.
Selwyn, one of the things I like, here this evening, the ball boys, you can see one on the far end over there, and then he's with his mask, protocol, and you must commend the FA for that. I remember, in the days before I came make the national team, I was a ball boys.
Well, you really wouldn't call them ball boys in the true sense, because you would.
The young players, grassroots.
Yeah, very young grassroots players, yes. Rondell Mark lobbing that ball.
Not seeing much of him here this evening. He's a player on the counter-attack, Selwyn, and if he get it right here this evening with his speed, that would outrun the defense of the Fontenoy team, the first leg. And I think if they can get it right here, they can put them in a lot of pressure here. They need to really, put a lot more pressure in their front.
Richards to take that kick for Spartans. Central defender. Deep searching one. It's headed out of the danger zone. Simon. Good shot coming in there from way out.
This is a runner telling about Selwyn with Pope.
Yeah, he's running the flanks. He made a tackle there from behind. Fontenoy looking to go forward, using that right flank. The ball is put into touch. Deep searching ball. And that's number 19, I think it is. He's caught in an offside position. Andrews.
Selwyn, I think that Sab will be really tested here in terms of the defense, because they are making a lot of offensive move here this evening. And if Fontenoy, knowing that the first leg that they create a lot of problems in the second half with that problem here, this is something that Saab need to look at, because in the counter-attack, that could really hurt them here this evening.
One man being booked. For a moment there, the assistant linesman flag was up, thought it was an offside. Deep searching ball, it's headed away. That's Joseph. Number 23 for Sam. Andy Joseph, favoring a knock on his head.
Someone feel a little bit hot over the outside the serving, in terms of, because he's finding the players are looking to call for some water or something like that, So maybe the condition is a little bit, but as I said to you, they feel the standard compared to what they will be playing with before is a big difference,
Well, what I think football has these days is a mid-half timeout, where the players come out and get refreshed. Okay. I'm not too sure if this applies here.
We see Joseph there on the replay, they getting that that sort of knock in his head there. That's what really happened to him, But it's good that the video, giving some attention to him here. And so we must say good evening to Ashley folks. We one of the former national player, also former coach for Fontenoy. He's been watching that game all the way in the USA, and must say good evening to him. And he would feel really proud to see that Fontenoy, in a tournament like this, is in the semi-final, and expect them to do well here this evening.
Well, Ashley Ram, folks, has done it all in football. He was the president of the GFA at one time, yes. National coach of Fontenoy. He was a player
as well.
He has done it all in football. He has a wide-ranging experience. I played against him in my time.
Okay.
Yes, he's a player to watch as a goalkeeper.
There was a lovely ball in there.
Dangerous ball getting inside the 6-yard box. The goalkeeper knew nothing about it, and Fontenoy apparently seems very skillful there on running the flank. That's number 6, jockeying. That seems to be Romain, winning away possession nonetheless, and the ball apparently goes into touch. It's been into touch, and the linesman was there. It's a kick. It's a foul, an infringement somewhere along the line. Simon is going to take it. Number 18 for Sab Spartans. Deep searching ball on the flank. Very well weighted kick. Williams, 2 men around him, can't get around, and so the ball moving from 2 sides back and front. Coffee making a long kick. Nice. Charles gets it, looking to have a shot. It's wayward.
If you look at Fontenoy have a very good combination between Coffee and Charles, and if they get it right here, you can see a big problem here for the back of the Sab Spartans team. Look to me a time off, shall we?
Well, I haven't gotten any indication as to what it is, but it's not yet halftime. I don't think that is the timeout, the halftime timeout, where you go to get refreshed.
You think it's good in football at the moment because
yes and no. If you have a running team, if you have a fit team, that breaks down the momentum.
So that disadvantage to a team.
Yes.
And that to you as a coach, you would feel a bit even the team as well. You're behind.
Yes.
And what you're saying there is so correct.
I've seen it at the international level now, and that, and also the 5 substitutions. I've seen it at the international level. While this may be because some people might be roasted inside and would want a drink, this is all the more reason. Fitness plays a lot in football. You have to be fit, physically, mentally, all-round fitness, and you, in light of your fitness, what is also important is your nutrition, your intake, and how you apply yourself, the level of rest you get. And some coaches are very hard on players, especially when you have a game the next day, and you out at the night before.
So are you
late
saying
hours.
how well you utilize your energy as well on the field?
Utilizing energy is very important because it's a 90-minute game and you have 11 players per team. Each player has to accommodate or be responsible for a certain amount of minutes in the game, whereby once you are fit, you can run entire 90 minutes without being roasted.
I think it's a good time for you to our sponsors, Selwyn, to the corporate sponsors, Selwyn. When you look at a lot of credit to the corporate sponsors for a tournament like this.
Yeah, they have come in on this game, something that was pretty scarce over the period of time for the years in football, but they are coming back. And this is Fontenoy on the attack, Charles with it, and apparently losing out there, but Fontenoy again winning away possession. There seems to be Miller and tackle coming heavy from two of their players. They have 8, that's Richards and Pope, and putting that pressure on Miller. An infringement it is.
And if you notice, Selwyn, something here this evening, Fontenoy is coming forward and they're creating a problem more to the left hand side of the field here. And you look at that two players here for Fontenoy. Charles.
Well, Romain was the man who sustained that foul. Yeah,
okay.
Sustained that foul. That was Romain. Romain and Miller are like same stature, but they're very nippy players. He saw them coming. He saw the tackle coming. Not a good kick. That seems to be Coffee. Yeah. Definitely, with his level of experience, it was definitely not
a lot better than that here.
Noticing Romain around the ball ever so often this time, and apparently he has changed positions.
I would love to see them really spreading a lot more game and a lot more passes here. So when both teams here, to me, they're not really they level up possession in terms of play making. Somewhat
sloppy.
Yeah, they need to do a lot better than that here.
Coffee is always around the play for Fontenoy, getting into a clash.
And he's going to play a great role in that game here this evening for Fontenoy.
Getting into a clash with Greenwich. They both know each other well.
It look like that, And you don't give Coffee that kind of a room.
Williams.
I like what I'm seeing from Williams. He looked to me like a touchy player.
Yeah, very nippy.
Yeah.
Coffee loses out there, the ball into touch, at throw taken by Spartans. This is Fontenoy winning away possession, but the right back giving away the ball. Greenwich. Square pass along the carpet to Pope. Pope looking to find Mudu up front. He isn't there. This is Charles now running away with it for Fontenoy on the attack. Goes past one man looking to have a shot, and it came in. And I noticed Pope, Charles usually moves square with the ball and then turn to have a shot. That
always move inside.
That's his style.
And Selwyn, if he get it right, he's gonna create some problem for the goalkeeper.
That is a problem. He hasn't been getting it right because most of the times when he does that, you would find that the ball rolls aimlessly into the goalkeeper and low. Now, a shot like that, I've seen Clive Murray. He has that style, but when he kicks, it is going within the high uprights. Clive has that style.
Oh, so he kick right in the sanction.
Yes. Anytime Charles is able to lift that ball up into the bars, the goalkeeper is going to have a terrible time.
Problems. Good
ball on the right flank. That seems to be Ronaldo Joseph. Spartans winning away possession. Getting somewhat of a slow game now. Rondell Mark, not seeing much of him. Looking for that small goal back heel.
You would love to see that the both teams look to let the ball do the work, as you know they will say.
Well, this is the carpet for it.
An idea of ground for football.
This is the carpet for it. A lot of ground passing, accurate passing,
movements of the ball.
Movement, obviously, movements of the ball.
That run that you see that Charles and Coffee is making, if the defense of Spartans don't pay attention to that here, that could be a big problem in the game here this evening.
Well, the midfielders for Fontenoy need to come up a little bit more.
More advanced.
They are positioned too deep in the defense, so they have to advance some more and give the strikers some support. This is going to be a long throw by Paul, deep inside, and a good header there. Nice gliding header by Coffee. The goalkeeper, very acrobatic in that take, but at the same time the ball apparently was directed past the left upright, but indeed he took no chances. This is Mudu now on the dribble. One man around him here. He slips a Rondell marker, and the Rondell marker is it a foul? No, the referee says play on.
I thought that was a hard one day I saw on the part of
Romain.
Yeah.
Problems here for Spartans, and this is Charles going through quite nicely. He has a left booter, but he plays it square, and it's a goal. Beautiful ball there into the captain, and Ruel Andrews. Very good work indeed.
But
the writing was on the wall all along.
You know, you don't give Charles that room. He's very skillful. Watch him. And you talk about that run inside. You looked at, he makes his run inside. He pulled the players and
destroys the defenders.
I mean, he really hot the heart of the defense. Excellent goal here by Coffee.
And that's Ruel Andrews.
What an equalizer.
Yeah, Andrews, yes.
Excellent equalizer here. And, a lot of credit to Fontenoy coming back and put one goal apiece here. Good football here by Fontenoy.
1-1. Fontenoy equalizing. Number 19, Ruel Andrews. Had little work to do than to pass that ball into the net.
I think that their playmaker here this evening is Charles.
Charles, yes.
Yeah, and if if the defense of Saab don't really close him down early, he's gonna hurt them.
Yes, he's
gonna hurt the heart of the defense.
Definitely have problems.
And when you speak about that run inside here, this looked to me a set play.
It was a solo run.
Yes,
because if you notice, he destroyed one defender twice into the mix.
And that really gave them some problems.
But if you notice, the skipper is coming through ever so often now.
It is involving the play more.
This is exactly what it is. So you take that pressure off your team, because you tend to play back too much. But you need to have people running off the ball from midfield, get up there and support. You just don't stand your ground. What we've been seeing here is the players just standing their ground. But you need to pass the ball, run off the ball. It doesn't mean to say that because you are a defender that you cannot strike, and because it's a team game.
But a player like that going to be very difficult to mark, because off the ball you don't know where he is, and that is dangerous, because what he does score.
And the thing about it is, as I said yesterday, I noticed that players don't do much talking on the field.
And that's a problem.
Right? Football is going around there. You got to talk, make the football nice. They don't even call one another for a pass anymore.
Opponent and you. I understand where you're coming from, and it's very important.
Obviously, because you see the mix-up is sometimes you have 2-3 men running off the ball. The defense is puzzled because you're moving off your marker quickly as possible. You don't stay one place, you just keep moving. Simon looking for that clearance. It's not a good one. Greenwich winning away possession.
But good comeback here by Fontenoy, Selwyn, and we were speaking about it. As you said, the writing was on the wall that the defense of Saab was giving them that sort of opportunity and room, and you don't give them that room here, especially Coffee and Charles.
Andrew, but good shot indeed, and it finds the net. Beautiful play.
A lovely one to the Selwyn here, and I think that ball hit the right in the corner of the upright here, and what a goal by number.
And you notice the combination. Andrews has come up into the game, and he is the man who made that shot pretty simple for Coffee.
And you
Coffee to Andrews.
Lovely,
beautiful layoff.
Lovely. And this excellent football here by Fontenoy, and 2 goals to 1 here. Very, very good football here by Fontenoy. Good comeback, and they're the kind of team that you don't give opportunities. They're very good in terms of in the attacking third. Look, compared to Saab Spartak here, and the score here, 2 goals to 1 speak a lot of volumes in terms of the run here this evening.
Well, the defense not looking at what Andrews is doing. Andrews is coming forward, and he keeps his composure and lays off the ball quite nicely. If you notice, the ball that he laid off for Coffee is a training scheme.
Because you said to me yesterday with Chad, when he came in the latter part of the game, that hurt Hurricane, and the score come for us. Here Andrew did that here in the first half and put his team ahead. Great football here by Honved.
You see,
by Fontenoy.
You see, this is the thing about it, and this is where I'm not too sure how the coaches work. What you see Andrews doing here now, it's a coaching instruction.
Okay, is it tactical?
It's pretty tactical because you see, it's a surprise for the Saab defense. As a matter of fact, Andrews had to go for a shot, but he recognized Coffee was in a more advantageous position, and using that training scheme, normally when someone just lays off the ball, shooting practice, it's simple, elementary.
And that's very, very good in terms of coaching your team, and that your team can, because your plans your players can able to go and execute it on the field of play.
We see number 15, that's Jaziel Antoine for Saab Spartans, seem to be favoring Cram. And mind you, Saab Spartans should not take Fontenoy lightly.
No.
Fontenoy is a team don't give up.
They don't.
Whether they're on the losing end,
they fight to
the end.
I know them like that, and they're having a much better game prior to the first leg, because they were down by 2 goals in the last Sunday. Here this evening, they're leading in the first half, 2 goals to 1. So a lot of credit to the coach, Simon Redhead, in terms of go back. So
he has a lot of experience.
And from a goalkeeper, he knows the game. And here this evening, Ashley, in the States right now, will really feel proud of Fontenoy.
Probably Ashley might be giving him a little messages, text message.
All of that, because the technology, is so at your tip right now.
2-1 the score in favor of Fontenoy United, coming back quite nicely with a burst of energy for the past few moments.
I think if Spartaks have to really come into Saab this evening, this gentleman
Mudu
has to do a lot of work. He has to do a lot of work alongside Mark, and if they can able to and Williams as well on the solo run with Pope, they have to do a lot of work to really create some real problem here for the Fontenoy defense.
Good ball.
Just a little, you see, notice Coffee
He's running from the middle onto the diagonal.
And right now that goal's for him on. You know, it's like he's a lot more energy. The team look a different team compared to a few minutes ago.
Well, normally that's what goals do. It changes the dynamics of the game. Anytime you hear a team score, you'll be motivated to score more. Especially if it's late hours, you score, late hours you're down, you run into the goal, pick up the ball, bring it on the spot yourself, you know.
I see Kimon Mudu coming from number 15, Selwyn. Am I looking there? Jazil Antoine look to me to be off.
He's off.
Yeah. So we see that change there. Antoine is off.
Who is on?
Number 7. Kimon Mudu.
For Sam in the 44th minute of play.
2-1 in favor of Fontenoy United. Just to remind you that this commentary powered by Glenegg Spring Water. The official water for the GFA Club Championship. Taste the purity within. Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada's homegrown bank, there for people all the time. Brighton and Miners, distributors for Root Boy, the new vitalizing beverage making waves across the Caribbean. Republic Bank, you need a loan, they will make it happen with a Make It Happen loan. Flow Grenada live stream being brought to you by Flow Grenada. Add your mobile phone to your home bundle and save 30% on your bill. Visit a Flow office today or call 444-3596.
Port official has indicated that there is 5 minutes to first half.
Fontenoy defense putting that ball over the goal line. The goalkeeper was running in that direction. Probably all he had to do was to make a dive, but it's going to be a corner for Sab Spartans.
Good opportunity for the equalizer, Selwyn.
Deep, high, lobbing ball. It's headed out of the danger zone. Infringement in the process.
The head goes up there in that low ball there.
Normally with a high ball, it's a pretty danger ball, and if you notice, it went high and it took some time to drop. And I remember there was a coach called Carlos Cabanero, an Argentinian who was in Grenada, and he had some national players around him. One called Muddy Bellies Philip.
Oh.
And he was showing them about the dead ball, how you chip that dead ball to your advantage. Yes. The ball reaches an equilibrium and stays there for a moment, delays up there at that moment before it drops. And when it does drop, it shoots down.
Are you satisfied with the level of football in Grenada at the moment, Selwyn? Where are we?
Yes and no. What you find happening is that the concentration of that high standard of football is more around the Premier League teams.
Okay.
Right. In the conference teams, you don't get that. You don't get that with the conference teams.
What do you think needs to be done in terms of the help in that process?
Well, is the encouragement, the motivation to play football at that level. If we see football, probably professional football, the only thing players here do, they look at television for their example of good football. And football, I said earlier that we don't really train. We don't really train to play football.
You see we need a lot more training.
We need
individually as well as
teamwork, right? And how we train these days, what would happen is that the players like the mechanization, they want to go into a gym. The gym doesn't make you fit for football. What makes you fit for football is the outfield gym. if you notice, if you go to witness some of the club's training, I have in a couple of years now, I have not seen a team getting down to the frog hop.
Oh.
To build your ties.
The ties. That is very important.
Frog hop is extinct.
Very important.
You train, players train, teams train to shoot. And they're not on target. And very often they're off target. And it is like become habitual and no consequences. I couldn't do that. When you on shooting practice, you have 5 shots to goal, 5 shots must be on target, or you get down and do 50 push-ups.
Because you had to do that.
And when you do the 50 push-ups, here, the upper part of your body,
your chest,
it develops. Yeah. I remember being in Trinidad with a minor league team, and the coach, I said I'm a goalkeeper. The coach said, you are a goalkeeper? All right, let's see. He stood up on the penalty spot with the ball in his hands. So he's able to pick his spot. And he picked the V left, V right, and I can't move because I could only watch where the ball going. He turned and said to me, you're not a goalkeeper. He said goalkeepers get there, take the ball down, and look at the kicker. And that was my practice ever since. You put a tall man to hold the ball up into the air, and I on my spot, and I had to dive 50 left, 50 right for my afternoon training.
I know that you look at a lot. I know that you look at a lot of keepers in Grenada in the past. You know, anyone stands up to you?
I like Jason Belfont. I like Jason Belfont for his height. He does pretty well to get up there.
He plays for the national team right now.
Yes, and the reason why he does that very well, he's very acrobatic.
I like something about him. I just speak about him and Jason. He always had a confidence that you cannot score against him.
Football is his forte, and not only scoring against him or being in the goal.
He's good on the field as well.
Good outside on the field as well. You know, and you have to give him his props for it because he's a seasoned professional.
That looked to me the first half here, so win here, 2-1 here. Fontenoy leading here, so win Sab Spartans here, and I tell you what, very good comeback here by Fontenoy. Well, don't 1-0. And here they go ahead. The first leg they able to win a game. Here in the first half they are ahead, and they are very excellent first half from them. Not taking anything away from Sab. I think Sab, all that they need to do, they need to go to the dressing room and get some good instruction how best they can come back and give a better second half.
Well, the pressure was on them, and probably the coach wasn't reading exactly what was happening because Andrews came up on several occasions to give Charles the support that he needed. Charles was only being able to make play running on the left flank, but nobody making any use of the ball when he chips it. And Andrews came up and looked at the play, and it was really a combination style that brought the second goal.
Excellent
good
move.
Combination, and you notice from the time that's happened, Andrews laid back. there was no need to come up there to add that a bit of aggression on the attack. So he laid back, and this is what I definitely don't understand with some of the teams. Hurricanes did it yesterday. They were 2 goals up and they laid back. I think that when you're on the attack and you have the attack going, you must go on an all-out attack, score goals. Because goals win, that is my policy in football. Goals win matches, so let's score goals. This is what is important.
So true.
So this is the situation here at the Kirani James International Athletic and Football Stadium in the second leg game between Fontenoy and Sam Spartans. Fontenoy coming from behind and going into the half 2-1. Very good play by both teams, at least in the early moments. Sam Spartans did much of their running, and you would identify that from Sab Spartans getting the majority of the corners, meaning that pressure was put on the Fontenoy team.
Very much.
And Fontenoy came back late into the half, worked the magic. We had Charles, number 10, doing very well indeed, and Coffee, and also Andrews coming up into the mix to give them that support, and it did pay off quite nicely. 2-1, and this is halftime here in this second leg game. The winner goes through to the final to meet Hurricanes. So until we are ready for you with commentary in the second half, it's back to Master Control.
The first leg was exciting. Powered by Glennon Spring Water, the second leg of the GFA Club Championship continues this weekend on Saturday, August 22nd, featuring the heavy hitters, Hard Rock versus Hurricanes. And on Sunday, the 23rd, we head back to the stadium for the Young Gunners, SAB SC versus Fontenoy United in the second leg of the semi-final, August 23rd. Streaming live via GBN Network and live on the GFA's Facebook page. Game time 4 p.m. Call up a friend. Host the watch party. Who will be the champions of the Club Championship? Tune in. You can't afford to miss this. Grenada's biggest clubs will be bringing the heat. Absolutely. Powered by Glenelg Spring Water, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Brighton and Miners Limited, Republic Bank, Flow, Grenada, and Carib.
Envision more and get what you want with a Make It Happen loan from Republic Bank. Laptops for back to school? We make it happen. Home improvements, more space for virtual classes? That can definitely happen. What about a new car or a staycation? Explore paradise at home. Let us make it happen too. It's easy, quick, and affordable. Apply today for a chance to win US $1,000. Let Republic Bank make it happen for you. Call us today for an appointment at any of our locations island-wide or visit republicgrenada.com. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Why make me excited? I think you should try it, 'cause I know you will like it, like it.
Give me rude boy, if you give it to me, baby. Give it to me now, love the way how it tastes it. This I cannot drink, no other one could replace it. Tell the bartender, me bottle them empty. Give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
just drink it. 2 more rounds, can't wait for me, refill now. Give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
drink responsibly.
Rude boy, make me.
Feel good facts. Remember, if you have flu symptoms, do the right thing and stay at home to avoid giving it to others. Remember, you can be infectious up to a week after developing symptoms, so rest up and take it easy.
Envision more and get what you want with a Make It Happen loan from Republic Bank. Laptops for back to school? We make it happen. Home improvements? More space for virtual classes? That can definitely happen. What about a new car or a staycation? Explore paradise at home. Let us make it happen too. It's easy, quick, and affordable. Apply today for a chance to win US $1,000. Let Republic Bank make it happen for you. Call us today for an appointment at any of our locations island-wide or visit republicgrenada.com. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The first leg was exciting. Powered by Glennock Spring Water, the second leg of the GFA Club Championship continues this weekend on Saturday, August 22nd, featuring the heavy hitters, Hard Rock versus Hurricanes. And on Sunday, the 23rd, we head back to the stadium for the Young Gunners, SAB SC versus Fontenoy United in the second leg of the semi-final, August 23rd. Streaming live via GBN Network and live on the GFA's Facebook page. Game time 4 p.m. Call up a friend. Host a watch party. Who will be the champ of the club championship? Tune in. You can't afford to miss this. Grenada's biggest clubs will be bringing the heat. Powered by Glenelg Spring Water, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Brighton and Miners Limited, Republic Bank, Flow, Grenada, and Carib.
Why make me excited? I think you should try it, 'cause I know you will like it, like it.
Give me rude boy, if you give it to me, baby. Give it to me now, love the way how it tastes it. This I cannot drink, no other one could replace it. Tell the bartender, me bottle them empty. Give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
just drink it. 2 more rounds, can't wait for me, refill now. Give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
drink responsibly.
Rude boy, make me.
Well, good afternoon again. We are back with you at the Kirani James Athletic and Football and Internationals. Kirani James International Athletic and Football Stadium. I got it right. And it's the start of the second half. It's going to be Spartans tap off. 2-1 in favor of Fontenoy. There we go. The beginning of the second half. Pope on the right flank.
I'll tell you what, Selwyn, you expect a much better second half here by Saab if they have to really win that game this evening, because Fontenoy know that they're in front here this evening, and they have to make some good runs, especially up front. Mudu and Randall Mark supposed to, had to do a lot of work here this evening, as well as number 17. That is Williams. You see, you like to see Williams a lot more involved in the game. And number 10 as well, Mark, you like to see, as you're saying in the first half, he out of the game, and you're not seeing that what you expect of him here this evening.
Spartans with the ball. This is Williams getting it right across the Fontenoy defense. There's no one there to apply the pressure. It's going to be a throw to Spartans. Simon is going to take it. That's Williams putting the ball into touch for a throw to Fontenoy. Long one up the flank. Ball back into touch. This time a throw to Spartans, quickly taken. Patrice coming around and putting the ball into touch.
Good defending there on the Patrice Selwyn.
Simon takes it. Looking for that first pass into Williams. A tosser comes in here for possession. Fontenoy winning away. The ball ricocheting off the boot of Simon. It is into touch for a throw to Fontenoy, quickly taken. Miller making the clearance, getting the ball out of the danger zone. One man down. Williams around with the ball. Plays it to Simon. Can't make that corresponding pass. The ball goes over the goal line.
Just too hard, the pass there was, a little bit too hard there, Selwyn. I think you could, that's what you call for, a good passing. Could create problem for your opponent.
Well, you got to weigh your passes according to the nature of the game. If there's any short passing in the attack, you got to weigh your passes. Patrice is the man down for Fontenoy. The medics giving him some attention, favoring the head. There you see it.
Oh, get on maybe a knock in his face on the head there.
He's up. He's going to be all right. Could be a little bit jaded.
That's a good sign, Selwyn for Fontenoy. They're leading here 2-1 here, and he's a good player by my looking here this evening for Fontenoy. Let's hope that he can able to come back into the game. He has been escorted off the field. And Fontenoy so far, they're having a good game.
Well, for the short time at the half, they pushed back in the defense somewhat, and probably Sad Spartans coming out with that burst of energy, recuperating from the half. Deep searching ball. That was a dangerous ball into the striker for Fontenoy. This time Pope comes away with it, loses out with the tosser. Here is Andrew moving forward, ball intercepted.
Ever surprised at making the diagonal around Andrew and creating a lot of problem at the back?
Well, once you're in the attack, that is exactly what you need. You need more manpower up front, and he's doing just that. This is Rondell Mark coming through pretty hard.
Infringement against him.
Just outside the penalty area. The 18-yard box, a very acute angle.
Good opportunity for Saab to equalize. What do you think, Selwyn, that, looking at Saab in the second half here, they need to be able to work on, as you were speaking, that you need to see Mark involved a lot more in the game.
You need to see Mark involved.
Williams as well, and Mudu. You expect them to have a lot more aggression, especially in the attacking third, and that could create some problem.
Nice chip ball, and it just goes way wide.
Just indirectly there. Yes. Good attempt there, but I look to me Williams.
Patrice, nice true ball, hoping to find Coffee.
You were looking for the ball on the flank.
Coffee is a loner in the attack for Fontenoy. This is Mudu on the left side this time. Nice cross ball, and it's cleared away, but just inside the 6-yard box nonetheless. And that's number 14, Jones, getting it out of the danger zone. Patrice, nice move on the left flank, finding his man. Back into the center for Patrice, playing a utility role. Nice chip ball, hoping to find Coffee. One man around him. Coffee gets control, makes a square high pass, and the goalkeeper comes off his line. Takes quite nicely.
Good football here by Fontenoy, Selwyn. Good.
Well, they're playing defensive and counter-attack. This is what is happening here now. Williams. Infringement on Williams.
What I would love to see Saab doing a lot more in terms of the solo run, Selwyn, that could create some problem at the back for Fontenoy. You're not seeing much of that here from them in the second half here. And if they can get it right here, they can be able to equalize and go ahead.
Spartans in possession. Greenwich bubbling in control. Williams now gets around his man quite nicely, and that's number 15, Paul, making the steal eventually.
William looked at me a little touchy player, but I think I'm not seeing much of him here, Selwyn. I think he have a lot more to offer.
He's a bit slow though. Long throw up the flank. It's a 2-1 game in favor of Fontenoy.
So for the second half here, you're not seeing much of it in terms of both teams here, Selwyn, and that in itself, Fontenoy had to be very careful, because Spartans is a team, to me, they can come back into the game if, in terms of the counter-attack here, they're looking to move forward, not to ever so often. And Fontenoy had to be very careful.
Good chip ball across, and it goes nonetheless, surprisingly. Williams couldn't keep control.
On the far post.
This is Charles on a runaway ball, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and he has that shot. Didn't get it the way he would like to, being put under some pressure.
Excellent ball there, Selwyn. They're giving that run there from Andrew. And Andrew is a player, you don't give him that chance, because to me, they're going to counter-attack. He looked to me very effective here for Fontenoy.
Yeah, but he's playing a utility role. If you notice, he's all over the field. All right, he's on the ball, and much is expected from him. I guess
he looks to me somewhat
the playmaker.
Yeah.
Well, yes, he has a lot of condition. In any case, yes, he's fit.
Yeah,
so,
he look just nippy as well, and quick.
Simon taking the throw. Finding Mudu. And that's number 23, Joseph. He can't hold on to it. This is Rondell Mark making the steal this time. Gets around his man quite nicely. Still in control.
This is what you're saying about Rondell. You need to get a lot more involved. Come in the midfield, get a little touch, feel the game and get involved. And if he can do that, that could help change the whole momentum of the game here for Spartans here this evening.
Because he's very skillful and he has control. He needs to do more work. Number 15, Paul, making the clearance, hoping to find Andrew is there this time. Plays it square, finding Coffee, is it? And the goalkeeper makes a wonderful save.
Great save here by Joseph.
I've been looking at him and he favors the air a lot.
Joseph,
yes,
Joseph.
That parallel dive he made there.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. But one of the things I like about Andrew Selwyn, he's a player that have
he's thoughtful more so.
He think a lot.
Yes, he's very thoughtful.
He knows when to go forward,
he's always up front, and he makes a square pass. He's very good with that square pass. He looks for his players.
That's good because he knows where Coffee is.
Yes.
And that is really good about him.
He lays it off for shooting practice.
But he lead from the front because the captain.
This is Andrew this time, getting through quite nicely, and the Pope comes around and the ball goes into touch.
Your thoughts on Pope, number 4 for in defense. You look to me, good work right here this evening.
Pope plays a lot of minor league football in the SAFL competition.
So you have that experience.
Yeah, ever since he's from a football family. Good football here by Fontenoy. Problems for Spartans, and the ball is cleared out of the danger zone.
With the pushing there on the part of Spartans.
Williams, number 17, long searching ball. This seems to be Mark, and he's put down outside. Is it going to be an infringement on Mark?
To me, a goal kick.
Goal kick. This is where we know Mark. He runs the flanks. He's a more right-sided kind of player.
Well, I think if they can send him on some runs here. That would be the speed could create some problem in the back for Fontenoy. So let's see what some direct play here behind the back of the defense for Fontenoy could create some problem for them here.
Well, as the situation is here, what we notice with Fontenoy is that Andrew is doing most of the work.
And the game surrounds him, and that's what we see a substitution there, Selwyn.
17 is out. That's Kieran Williams, and Slater Alexander is in. Number 19.
Number 17 out, Kieran Williams. Number 19 in, Slater Alexander.
Now we expect William Wood to do a lot better here this evening, but unfortunately, he was such, he was taken off into
first touch.
Yeah.
And also, we're not seeing much of Joel Greenidge either.
Greenidge, and you'd expect, as you were speaking, for you to do a lot more coming forward with in the game and getting more involved, which could create a lot more opportunities and even passes in the midfield. And,
good ball to Andrew. He going through 1-on-1, and this is goalwards. Goal for Andrew. This is his second.
You need to go on the outside of the upright, Selwyn.
Apparently he was in an offside position.
It is, but the ball goes outside of the upright there.
For a moment I thought that he was in an offside position, but the referee let the play continue, and finding Andrew there was skillful work nonetheless to get him within the defenders.
But looking at Andrew, lovely as up front, he looked really good, and lovely move by him here. Good control, good composure, shot taken. Just look at him here right now.
Yeah,
and
he reads the game. He was in an offside position.
Good intention here, but I think he was looking to get a par post there, and the ball just got to the upright.
He reads the game well.
Good football from him here. I think to me here, he's a player for me.
Player of the match.
Yeah, for Fontenoy here this evening. Really, full of energy, good move, good control, and as you say, very thoughtful.
That's Mudu.
Infringement there. Look to me against Spartans. Number 6. Now look to me Patches. We're not seeing an injury there. Very small in stature, Selwyn, but he looks to me very nippy.
Well, he looked like a youngster within the under 20 grouping. Grenada national team, a very vibrant under 20 squad, national under 20 squad, and you would see some of the same players in and between the mix. Joel Greenidge.
Just speaking about the Gold Cup, Grenada I think qualified, right? And
yes, up to the 2021 Gold Cup, yes.
Coming up, I think that the zone with El Salvador.
That is the World Cup preliminaries, yes. The World Cup preliminaries in Group A, and El Salvador is probably the only threat that I looked at when I see the group.
Against Antigua as well.
Antigua, Dominica.
The Virgin Islands.
Don't rule out Antigua.
No, Antigua is they are a very good team.
Yeah, because in their competition there's a professional league.
And that speaks well for them.
Yes.
And they're going to give a good show them themselves.
I think Owen Smith is out there playing for one of the teams.
Okay. So we expect a lot of football in the making.
Yeah, well, football is the sport that brings out the crowds in Grenada these days, apart from the T20 cricket. T20 cricket is more entertainment and excitement, how your ability to hit sixes pay off. This is Mudu looking to get around his man. He does, and the tackle comes in pretty heavy on him.
That looked to me a penalty.
Tackle, and it's the referee's pointing to the spot.
It looked to me a penalty, Selwyn.
Well, I find it's pretty soft nonetheless.
In terms of the tackle?
Yeah. Two other defenders were putting in the tackle, so one may have put in a more evasive tackle than the other.
Well, that would really hurt Fontenoy here, because they're leading to goals to 1 here. And excellent ball here.
Here it goes again.
And Mudo, good move. And this is where number 17 here.
This is where
creating
the
the offense there.
Patrice.
Yeah, and that is who's lined up behind that penalty there? Number 8. Richards. Jamal.
The goalkeeper.
That's a class, Selwyn.
Well, the goalkeeper moved in the right direction. Nonetheless, probably didn't pick up the ball because the ball had some speed.
One of the things I like about that penalty, Selwyn, because despite he put the goalkeeper in one corner, the ball hit right in the sanction. And you know how difficult that is to, good football here by good goal.
That was away from him, he moved
yes,
it.
Yeah.
I find it difficult with goalkeepers. I'm not too sure where they got this style from.
Moving.
Football is you keep your eyes on the ball and follow the ball.
I think that should be.
No way.
I've
seen it many times. The Brazilians used to make the trick kick that causes you to move in a different direction. But that means the goalkeeper is not following the ball. The goalkeeper is picking a spot. You pick a spot just anticipating that the ball would go there. But you ought to follow the ball. You've got to have good reflexes as a goalkeeper. But that is not what happened. The goalkeeper going one side and the ball going the other side. I definitely doesn't see how that is allowed to happen. What the coach is telling goalkeepers these days.
See a substitution for Fontenoy, Selwyn Al Coffee coming in. Didn't see the player that went off, and a substitution there. So you can note that there.
Al Coffee coming in.
Yes, didn't see the player that move off. And Fontenoy making a substitution there, but good comeback here by that's Saab, and they had to first if they had to win that game here this evening.
Well, as it is now, the aggregate tells you that Fontenoy is 1 goal in the lead from that first game.
Definitely.
Okay, so it's a 2-2 situation here. There is a player on Fontenoy team, I'm not seeing much of him, Tyrell Joseph. I think he scored a goal on the last outing.
Yes, it is.
And I'm not seeing much of him. Simon to take that throw for Spartans. Finding Mudu. Nice 1-2, but it's a bad ball. Ricochets off. Number 23 it is, Joseph, putting the ball into touch.
I don't know if I'm expecting too much from Mudu, Selwyn, but if you see what Andrew's doing for Fontenoy, I think I expect that of him from Mudu this evening, and I'm not seeing that. Very cool, in the game here this evening.
When I get to know Mudu, because of Cedric Lewis. Cedric and Mudu are two inseparable friends. And what you would find that when both are playing, there's always that Mudu-Lewis combination.
Yeah, I know his dad very well, Andy, and good ball in there, Selwyn, from from that free kick there. The ball going to touch, he's gonna be a throw for that's Saab. And I tell you what, Mudu, as you say, dead ball specialist as well, and he could create some problem here.
Yes, very good kicker of the ball. Corner. So Spartans apparently putting on the pressure, hoping to get that goal to go one ahead, and probably see the aggregate being equaled.
I just say, when a team score, it creates a little more energy in that team here.
What I'm noticing in the game, I'm not seeing Fontenoy with any corner kicks, and this is puzzling.
That's so true. Good defending there. Danger what's it there by Fontenoy.
Wayward kick.
And this is what Selwyn, we in terms of the game, and the players when in times like these know what to do. in a time like this?
Well, the coach has a lot to do with it also. He's supposed to come out there and issue instructions, put the pressure on. And this is why I'm saying that I'm not getting that kind of leadership quality, that management style, even on the field of play.
But you speak about the speaking and the players and talking to each other.
Not talking to each other.
I tell you what, in my days of playing football, Selwyn, I tell you what, I know where I am in terms of the time, what to do, how to do it, what to do. If I'm behind, I know what to do.
Well, this is when a plan is working well. When a plan is working well, even from your training stints, and you execute that on the field of play, you know whether the plan is working well. So there's little talking here, because the person who picks up the ball knows definitely who to look for and who should be in that space running. So there isn't much talking to do then, because you all perfect that plan, that work plan.
Okay.
Now, if it isn't working and you have to improvise on the field, because remember, the coach could tell you one thing when you're practicing, but you, the player, must be thoughtful enough to work around certain situations
on the field of play
to get wonderful, to get that going. Because as I say, the only thing that you could get going in football is to play a game to score goals, right? Elementary style, you pass the ball from player to player, accurate passing. When you reach above the 18-yard box, you shoot. Try to see what the keeper is made of. This is the first 5 minutes of the game. Test the goalkeeper to see whether he is active, whether he has good reflexes. You must be able to test to see what the keeper has in him. This is the first 5 minutes. And after you test him, you notice that he holds the ball in the approved fashion and he's good. You know you have to try a different form of attack. And this is where the talking comes in. Find him, man in the spaces. I'm in this space here. Look me here. This is what is here. And Mudu running, whosoever running, Mudu ball. So you're getting movement on and off the ball, movement. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes somebody would move and find themselves in an offside position and just stand there instead of moving back and look for another run. You have to be moving off the ball very so often, especially when you're on the attack.
I tell you what, Selwyn, we see a lot of players on the Fontenoy team putting up a lot of injuries here. A while ago we see Coffee. He's off the field at the moment, and he played a great role. Let's hope that he can be able to come back on field. And we also see for Fontenoy that looked to me Paul.
Yeah, he's done.
He's done as well. And cheap in the process there. And look to me maybe cramps or because as we said, the field is international standard.
Big field.
And 90 minutes of football, you has to have condition. And how best you utilize that energy determines your entire game.
I think what you find happening is that the players in a cluster, right? They are not opening the field. If you open the field, you would see what your football looks like. They're not opening the field. They're in a cluster. What you find would usually happen in those small parks.
Are you happy with the coaches in Grenada at the moment in terms of what you're seeing, Selwyn?
I can't say I'm happy, I don't see coaches being innovative. Most coaches look at what is happening on the international circuit with professional football, but what the coaches have to realize that these international coaches, they have the players there from 8 to 4 on a daily basis, right? But the coaches here probably only have the players for probably...
So you're saying to me in international...
And this is Spartans here. This is Rondell Joseph, Rondell Marker making a runaway ball, a solo, and he was all alone. And the problem for the Fontenoy defense, beating his man one-on-one, getting a runaway ball, the Fontenoy defense was not there. Simple ball for Rondell Marker.
This is what you don't give him, Selwyn, space. He's gonna hurt you, and excellent opportunity to capitalize on, and this is what he likes. And that type of runs on them here, once he's able to have one-on-one, he's gonna put you in some problems. I saw him in the first leg creating that problem. They go right now 3 goals to 2. Good comeback here by Saab. and they look at much different teams in terms of, and that goal could be able to support them on here this evening.
Because from the time they came in from the half, they applied the pressure, and Fontenoy stood back and playing one man up front. So the aggregate is level-ended.
It is, and when you look at how Saab is playing here, they can able to pull off that game here. I think they in the second half they look to be able to pull one again and go ahead and make it 4-2. That would speak really good for them, and to all the viewers in St. Andrews, wherever they are, good evening to you. And I think the people in Saab right now should really feel proud in terms of they coming back and go ahead, because they were down in the first half, 2-1.
Saab is not a team to make any joke with. I can tell you that they've been in the Premier League, and at the time, well, the neighboring team, which is Paradise, they give Paradise a hell of a time.
Do they play in the St. Andrews League as well?
Yes, they play in the St. Andrews League also.
But it's good to see that, because to be in that position in the semi-final, it tells you that you do a good job in terms of to reach that level. And a lot of credit to them, to reach the semi-final in Club Championship in Grenada. It's not an easy thing, and most of the teams that always be there is you have a Paradise, a Hurricane, a Hard Rock. These are the more familiar names that you see there, a Queen's Park Rangers, and here it is, having Saab from St. Andrews, because SAFL in the past, has played a great role in terms of being at that level in Premier League, over the past years, and they had to produce some real good football in St. Andrews, and it's a plus to see Saab as really representing that parish here to be here this evening. A lot of credit to them.
Well, it's motivational, to reach this level. It's pretty motivational.
But I think the first team here, Selwyn, will be he's playing $30,000, and that's a lot of money, in Grenada.
The football is the prize money.
Second place getting, I think, 15.
Well, the $30,000, yes, but probably if I was in administration of the clubs, I would negotiate for more. And I could only tell you that on the basis of being with Paradise for a number of years.
Mm-hmm.
To play football at this level,
in terms of expenditure,
yes, it takes a lot. To play football at this level,
it sounds big, but
it costs a lot.
Because
I can tell you that the equipment
it's a lot,
very expensive. For one season, the first training session, probably for about a month, would cost you somewhere in the range of 25 to 30 balls.
Wow.
And when they are depleted, you have to get a fresh set. So you have to continually having equipment, to keep the fitness, the training. It's a lot. And then in situations like Paradise, where they have a number of departmental teams, the women team, under 15 team, it takes a lot.
So to put all these resources together, it's a lot. It's a lot involved.
It takes a lot. You have to buy gears, the uniforms. A lot of money now for uniforms. You can't go to a company now without spending $4,000 odd to get a uniform. And what is ever more taxing on the system in football in clubs is the transportation.
At the moment, Sullivan, 3 goes to 2 here in favor of Saab here. Good comeback by them. Fontenoy will looking to be able to even equalize here. You're not seeing much of Andrew, somewhat quiet, but you cannot rule him out here.
He always has a surprise.
You cannot rule him out in the game. He's a player that he's like, you don't know when he's going to get in his own.
This is Andrew. He now gets the ball. Infringement on Andrew.
And that is a dangerous area there to get a free kick shot.
Infringement on Andrew.
And that could be Saab had to be very careful here. I think that Joseph had to be on his power here, Selwyn, because you look at that just on top of the 18-yard box there. Look at the wall. You had
it's in shooting range for the high bars.
And I was really pleased with the goals that I saw yesterday, Selwyn. Excellent goal from Smith, Chad Mark. You speak about him just before he kick, and man, that ball was excellent. Excellent Bonian away from the keeper, had no answer to that ball. And I see some great goals yesterday, and that speaks well for football in Grenada.
Yes. I like the Smith goal very much when he moved from the right and he to the left. The ball was in his possession. He looked up and watched where the goalkeeper was. This is going to be the kick taken. Very good kick indeed. Just as we said.
Well, I tell you what, sir.
Goal for Coffee.
Guess who put that ball in the back of the net? We're speaking about that, and he somewhat have a dance in that goal, Selwyn. And Fontenoy, you just cannot take them out of the game here. Equalize here, 3 goals apiece. And if you notice, in the semi-final game, Selwyn, a lot of goals scoring. That goalkeeper had a lot of problem. That ball hit in the sanction. And excellent Bonian here from Coffee. Good football here by him. What I like about him, the placement was excellent.
Yes.
And
he picked his spot.
And you can see goal written all over it from since the kick.
He picked his spot. I think that the wall was not properly formed, and the goalkeeper.
No man's land.
Yes. Well, he made a dive, but the height of the ball probably caught him by surprise. And this is where we need to see goalkeepers. I made mention of that a while ago. Goalkeepers like just within their range, but you got to get up there in the V and pull that ball down. And it is only practice that does it, right? Being on a game and getting a surprise ball and try to fly, you're not accustomed doing it.
But in the past, we had some excellent goalkeepers before, and you're not seeing that sort of goalkeepers like in the past. And I think that one of the things that coaches need to really get involved in, despite building the players, the goalkeepers play an integral part in the game.
Well, probably the coaches don't train goalkeepers.
But one of the things I like about that kick with Coffee here, confident. You can see that written all over him.
Well, he saw the opening. He looked at it.
He capitalized on that.
Yeah. As a goalkeeper in such a situation, it is only one thing you can do: look for the high ball. Look for the high ball, because if the ball comes low, it's easy sailing. But the high ball would always put you in a lot of problems. So you look for the high ball. So in anticipation of the kick, you telling yourself whether the ball comes high left or it comes high right. You are already tuned in to going up there and pull it down. What is always good with goalkeeping in an acrobatic fashion? I saw one of the goalkeepers, a guy called Lincoln Phillips for the regiment in Trinidad. Paul Roberts was that kind of guy. He would get beaten going one way and he flicks back and take that ball
the next way.
The goalkeepers must be acrobatic. He must have good reflexes and easy sailing. Get up for the high ball. The high ball, what makes the beauty of goalkeepers, to take a photo with a goalkeeper sailing with a high ball. All you have to do is to collect the ball and fall on impact. That's what makes it nice.
I tell you what, Selwyn, we see Fontenoy coming up with a lot of injuries. And they had to be very careful, because hopefully they might be in the final.
In the final.
And if you are going to be in the final here, that is a concern. Also, looking at the field in terms of condition, to be able to hold up for 90 minutes, you have to be able to hold up for that, even injury time. I know in that condition where you're playing football, and you see they're pulling up a lot of injuries here this evening, and they had to be very careful with that.
So Fontenoy holds that 1-0 aggregate lead at the moment, and it would have to be taxing on the Sub-Spartans team to get ahead. At least they got to win the game here to probably have been contention.
Definitely. If you see a player in the offside position.
This is Greenwich coming up now, eh?
And you were speaking about him in the first half.
He needs to be up. He needs to be up there if they really want to have any chance of winning this game. Because he's a very skillful player. He can kick. He's a striker.
You love to see him more involved in the game.
Obviously.
And I think as you speak about him there, and he has the ability to do that, you know, and if he get more involved in the game, that game would
dangerous player. He causes goalkeepers to think. Once he's up there, he's always going to give you problems.
The 3 goals apiece are going to be a goal kick for Fontenoy. And we're into the second half here. Long ball downfield. Head goes up there, danger for today. Just looking to find, is it Mudu?
Number 19, that was the substitute, that's Alexander. And still is Fontenoy in position. We would kick there. It goes up there. And as he was speaking about Greenwich, he has to get up. He has to get up in the game.
Making that run there, and as you're saying that they're serving, that in itself, if you have that combination with Mudu, they're gonna create a bit of problem up front there for the defense here. Ball going to touch, they're gonna be a throw for Saab on the left hand side of the field. Should take him quickly. Greenwich, you know, good ball play back to Mudu. Ball chip forward inside the lock with danger, but here good defending here, good skills here, good, and Fontenoy win back position on the far side. Good football here by them.
Seems to be Charles. Andrew is there again.
Yes, he is ever so present, man.
Good control.
He'll be a strong player too as well, Andrew Selwyn.
He has good control. Even you put in the pressure on him, he could screen. Has everything in the game to deal with the game. The way that he's dealing with the game currently. Can shield the ball well.
Very good at that. I like his control too as well here this evening. I think he have good control. These are the problem that you would see Mark want to create. He's very good on the counter attack and the runs. And if Mudu could feed him with that ball behind the defender back, that will put some problem here for Fontenoy in the back.
And what you notice is that Mudu has dropped back a bit.
And very quiet in this in the latter part of the second half.
Hoping to make that surprise run.
But they have to get a goal here and get it quick.
This is Alexander trying to go through. Alexander.
Great.
Infringement.
Good opportunity, Selwyn.
That seems to be. Is he going to be booked?
Substitution for Saab. Number 14 out. Number 26 in.
Greenwich.
Greenwich is out?
Yeah.
Pretty surprising.
That's so sad.
Next substitution for Saab. Number 16 out. Number 10 out and number 16 in.
Rondell
Mark is out. 16 in.
Timo
George.
Substitution in the 90th minute.
Mark had a long stint, pretty long stint.
So true.
Only once we see him coming there, and then when
forward.
he got through with that runaway ball.
Yeah.
he scored.
I think
this is Mark. Once he gets the opportunity, he's going to score. To fight for the opportunity, sometimes he's too laid back. So it's going to be a free kick. This is Mudu behind it, and from a very acute angle.
He has to come good here, Kelvin.
Very acute angle.
Not a good one.
Harmless kick.
We go shit from the wall and go. It's gonna be a corner. As you were speaking about speaking to the players, you look at Coffee, mash on them in the defense, and speaking to them.
The appeal going up for a handled ball.
Yeah.
This is Mudu this time, coming around this man and apparently getting a touch. Mudu still there. A fight off the ball. Makes that cross ball. Goes with Pope. That's Mudu. Came on Mudu, that infringement.
Ladies and gentlemen, 6
Clinton Jones is down for Fontenoy. Jones is going to be attended to by the medics. It's a 3-all game here, with the advantage to Fontenoy United from that 1-goal win last week, 4-3. 4 to Fontenoy, 3 to Sab. So having that 1-goal advantage. Both teams have that fighting spirit to the end. It may be a situation that you would see for the next 10 minutes, Fontenoy getting on the defense. Whether Sab Spartans will have that energy in the attack to capitalize on that 10 minutes and give the Fontenoy defense some problems is left to be seen. Goalkeeper Toussaint. Kick taken, deep searching in the middle. Coffee to Andrew. Andrew can't get around Alexander. Number 18, Simon can get around Simon.
Good defending on the part of Simon.
Yes.
You know, Andrew looking to play that ball for Coffee. And
Simon, a long-standing member of SAB.
Little bit of good, having a good game at the back so far. You know, but 90 minutes on that playing field, Sullivan, you have to have good energy here.
Obviously, yes.
You have to have good energy, and it will not be easy in the final.
Paul with a long throw again. Deep searching outside the 6-yard box. It's tucked away there by Pope. Goes back to Paul. Trying to beat his man. Loses out possession. Alexander with it for Sab Spartans. Looking for that cross ball for his man on the flank.
Great defending.
And Fontenoy getting the ball into touch, kicking away the ball into touch.
Good defending there on the part of Fontenoy.
Yes.
Lovely ball across there. Good defending.
Pope looking for that chip ball inside. Goalkeeper looking to throw it over the bar, and Williams, it is
chance going begging there by number 90.
Alexander it is. Not being able to put that ball into the back of the net. The goalkeeper probably selected the wrong save.
I think that ball put him under a lot of problem here. It's a high ball in the crossbar there.
The goalkeeper selected a wrong save. All he has to do is to hold the ball in his grasp.
Because I think he had enough time to do that. Selwyn.
Not too sure why he chose to throw the ball over the bar.
Are you impressed with him this evening, Selwyn, Toussaint? Your thoughts on him?
He's trying. He hasn't reached the maximum, but you could see he's trying.
Joseph as well for Saab.
I'm not too sure whether Joseph made some very good saves mid-air.
He looked at me agile.
He likes the air. When I look at him, always diving parallel and hold that ground. He looks like somebody who favors Mbappe a lot. You could only get that kind of momentum if you go to Batway with your ball in the water, and that is the dive you would make. It comes with training.
That's so true. Do you remember Monkchich when I used to play for Monkchich football team club? And you remember that goalkeeper, Leland William, they call him Pro. Remember when we used to go and train in Batway, the flying saucer? He had to be able to leap up from the water because we used to send that at him, and that wasn't easy. I saw him make a save against Franklin Battis, Fitzroy.
Yes.
Former national player. Man, he take that ball and fall like a sponge.
Yes.
And that was in training.
Training, it comes with training.
And you were the past goalkeeper as well, Selwyn, and I think that goalkeepers like that need to do a lot of training that way. Free kick for Saab.
And this could be problems. The kick
not a bad attempt there.
Past the right upright, low.
Compared to the game yesterday, Selwyn, we see a lot of shooting yesterday. This evening game, is still not much shot. And you like to see a lot of players love to kick. And whenever they return top the 18-yard box or in the attacking third, and they call it snapshot, or even while you're dribbling, that in itself. Because if you look at it, a lot of goals at the international level, while players moving with the ball, they go by no man's land. And I would love to see some of the players in Grenada taking the opportunity and learn to shoot while moving with the ball
on the run. Yes.
Yeah, on the run.
And this is the end of the game. The ball falling there with the captain for Simon, and Spartans knocked out of the club championship. So Fontenoy goes. That's Spartans knocked out of the club championship, and Fontenoy goes to the final to meet Hurricane. Very good effort by Fontenoy, nonetheless, to come back and equalize.
Yes.
And we see the players doing yeoman service to the game, especially Andrew this afternoon, and Coffee and Charles for Fontenoy United. They did very well. What is likely to be seen, Charles, Coffee and Andrew make a very good combination. If the coach looks at these players, he would realize that here is your three-way combination. This is what football is, combination. You're looking at football these days on the international scene, and you see the geometrical formation of the team passing the ball these three players must always be in the attacking mix at any one time. Andrew has the surprise run. You never know when you would find him up there. But he's always jockeying the ball. He's moving. He reads the game well.
Control.
Beautiful player, right? And if Fontenoy does its work based on the pattern of play, they could give Hurricane a good rub for its money, because Hurricanes, they have it all wrong. And the Hurricanes bench is a strong bench.
It is.
So, they would have to work. They would have to work within that period, that week, that 5-day period, to come forward with some surprise for Hurricane.
I'm a bit surprised by Sab Spartans here this evening. They didn't do. They could have done a lot better.
Yeah, they could have done a lot more.
I think they fight, but the fight could have been a lot better. I don't think what we expect. Mudu, I think a lot more expected from him. Even Williams, I not seen much of him. Mark as well. And Greenwich, as you speak, if you were coming forward here this evening,
Greenwich should have been in the game more.
Yeah, more often. That would have created a lot more problem here for the Fontenoy team. But a lot of credit to Fontenoy. I think that they fought well. Good football by them. Able to go ahead in the first half, come back in the second half with one goal down,
to get that
equalizer.
Yes.
I mean, credit, and when you look at how they play, as you know, they don't give up. They stick at the task and they know that they have a job to complete and they go exactly and do that job, So I think that the coach, Kima Redhead, really feel proud of the success here this evening. 3 goals apiece here. They into the final here. They won't have it easy because you have some very good strikers for the Hurricane team, and you know that the key players in the Philip, for Hurricane, he's a deadly player. You have to keep your eyes on him come the final here. But football could be anybody's game. On the field of play, once you play better than your opponents, that speaks well for you.
Well, this is where the game has ended, and the second leg game, it is one goal advantage. Just to remind you that this commentary came to you compliments Glenegg Natural Spring Water, the official water for the GFA Club Championship, the Grenada Cooperative Bank, Grenada's homegrown bank, therefore people all the time, Brighton and Miners, Republic Bank and Flow Grenada. We will probably move you on to a different aspect now as it relates to the players on the field and get 1 or 2 comments.
first leg was exciting. Powered by Glennon Spring Water, the second leg of the GFA Club Championship continues this weekend on Saturday, August 22nd, featuring the heavy hitters, Hard Rock versus Hurricanes. And on Sunday, the 23rd, we head back to the stadium for the Young Gunners, SAB SC versus Fontenoy United in the second leg of the semi-final, August 23rd. Streaming live via GBN Network and live on the GFA's Facebook page. Game time 4 p.m. Call up a friend. Host the watch party. Who will be the champions of the Club Championship? Tune in. You can't afford to miss this. Grenada's biggest clubs will be bringing the heat. Powered by Glenelg Spring Water, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Brighton and Miners Limited, Republic Bank, Flow, Grenada, and Carib.
Envision more and get what you want with a Make It Happen loan from Republic Bank. Laptops for back to school? We make it happen. Home improvements? More space for virtual classes? That can definitely happen. What about a new car or a staycation? Explore paradise at home. Let us make it happen too. It's easy, quick, and affordable. Apply today for a chance to win US $1,000. Let Republic Bank make it happen for you. Call us today for an appointment at any of our locations island-wide or visit republicgrenada.com. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Why make me excited? I think you should try it, 'cause I know you will like it, like it.
Give me rude boy if you give it to me, baby. Give it to me now, love the way how it tastes it. This I cannot drink, no other one could replace it. Tell the bartender me bottle them empty. Give me rude boy if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
give me rude boy if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
just drink it. 2 more rounds, can't wait for me, refill now. Give me rude boy if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
drink responsibly.
Rude boy, make me.
Remember, if you have flu symptoms, do the right thing and stay at home to avoid giving it to others. Remember, you can be infectious up to a week after developing symptoms, so rest up and take it easy.
Envision more and get what you want with a Make It Happen loan from Republic Bank. Laptops for back to school? We make it happen. Home improvements? More space for virtual classes? That can definitely happen. What about a new car or a staycation? Explore paradise at home. Let us make it happen too. It's easy, quick, and affordable. Apply today for a chance to win US $1,000. Let Republic Bank make it happen for you. Call us today for an appointment at any of our locations island-wide or visit republicgrenada.com. Special terms and conditions apply.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The first leg was exciting. Powered by Glennon Spring Water, the second leg of the GFA Club Championship continues this weekend on Saturday, August 22nd, featuring the heavy hitters, Hard Rock versus Hurricanes. And on Sunday, the 23rd, we head back to the stadium for the Young Gunners, SAB SC versus Fontenoy United in the second leg of the semi-final, August 23rd. Streaming live via GBN Network and live on the GFA's Facebook page. Game time 4 p.m. Call up a friend. Host a watch party. Who will be the champions of the Club Championship? Tune in. You can't afford to miss this. Grenada's biggest clubs will be bringing the heat. Powered by Glenelg Spring Water, Grenada Cooperative Bank, Brighton and Miners Limited, Republic Bank, Flow Grenada, and Carib.
Why make me excited? I think you should try it, 'cause I know you will like it, like it.
Give me rude boy, if you give it to me, baby. Give it to me now, love the way how it is it. This I cannot drink, no other one could replace it. Tell the bartender, me bottle them empty. Give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
just drink it. 2 more rounds, can't wait for me, refill now. Give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy, if you give me rude boy,
Rude boy, baby.
drink responsibly.
Rude boy, make me.